I'm Glenda Hill. Welcome. Today we're talking about get well fast on a vegan diet. And I love a vegan diet to get well fast because it really meets all the criteria of meals that really give me highly nutritious, uh, nutrient dense food as well as being clean. And so these are the two criteria. When you're trying to get well, you want your food to be clean and fresh and ripe and have high nutritious value. And that means herbs and fruits and vegetables, easy to digest food. And that's really important because when you're trying to heal or you're trying to get well fast, you don't want anything that's hard for you to digest. So that's an important factor. But the ideas that you're really going to center in on is make sure the food is highly nutritious and it's clean. That means no toxins, no preservatives, no additives. Even foods that are fortified with vitamins, you don't want that in your meals either. You don't want any of that. You just want clean, plant-based meals. And this is so important. So those are the two tips in terms of what to eat and what you're looking for in your meals. You want nutrition and you want toxin-free, chemical-free meals. So let's go into a few of the hygiene tips because this is very important when you're trying to heal and you're trying to recover quickly from injuries and surgeries and you're trying to restore your health. This is important. Yes, you can have organic food because that's going to get you clear of the pesticides, but it's not really the highest in nutrition all the time. So I would go with homegrown because homegrown foods it's best in my opinion. You know what's in your soil and you don't use pesticides. So that's why I think the homegrown food is best. So if you're not growing it, then that's why I love going to the farmer's market and making friends there, knowing the people who are growing the food in their home. And that way you know that it's more nutritious for you and they don't use pesticides. So that's another way of getting around the fact that maybe you're not growing your own, or you may just have to settle for the organic food at the supermarket. That's okay. But the idea is you want clean food and you want most nutritious as possible. When you are trying to get healthy and you're trying to recover, you don't want your body using all the energy trying to digest your food. So you want your food to be ripe and fresh and free of harmful chemicals. And so tip number 2 is that you want to make sure when you wash your fruits and vegetables that you're not using a chemical product. So you want even the solution that you wash your vegetables in or you soak them in, make sure it's chemical free. All right, tip number 3 is that you want to store your produce and all of your food at the right temperatures because that's going to affect the quality of your nutrients in the food. So you don't want your fresh produce hanging around in the refrigerator more than 5 days. And before this 2020 pandemic, I would go to the market maybe 2 or 3 times a week because I wanted the fresh produce and I didn't want it sitting in my refrigerator. But I know it's a challenge now. And so I do make a lot of sauces and gravies and just create a lot of dishes that I cook at a low steam in my instant pot, and that way I can try to stretch out the time that I can get to my foods and still have a really nutritious meal. So I hope that that tip helps you to appreciate that you can still have nutritious meals and not have to go to the market as many times I used to go. But the idea is really that you want to eat it fresh, you want to eat it ripe, and you want to make sure that you are eating it without any harmful chemicals. So that's the important things to remember, everyone. If you have any questions, make sure you put those comments below and I will answer your questions there. This is very important, and a lot of people ask, how long does it take for a plant-based diet to reverse a disease or a health condition? And usually you can see a real big difference in 90 days. And I know for everybody it's different, but if it's a minor situation, you can see a change in 48 hours if you just eat clean food, period, because you are allowing your body to use all of this energy to fight off whatever it is you're dealing with. But if you are not paying attention to the quality of your food, you're not being consistent, then it's not going to work as fast, even if you eat fruits and vegetables all the time. The idea here is that to get well fast, you must make sure that it's highly nutritious, it's fresh, it's ripe, and it's clean food, free of harmful chemicals. That is so important. You do that consistently, and it's going to turn around any kind of condition that you got going on in a very, very short time. If it's a minor situation, like I said, 48 hours, even less sometimes, maybe 24. And if it's a long-term situation, of course, a plant-based diet is not going to miraculously cure your situation. If you've been eating poorly, for many years, it's just not going to work that fast. But in 90 days, you're going to see a major difference in how you feel and how your body is responding to everything else that you're doing that's healthy activities. So it all works together, because food is not the only thing. It's exercise, getting fresh air, drinking your water, getting good sleep, is all that involved, of course, in getting well fast. So I hope this helps you to realize how wonderful it is and how fast it can be for you to get your health back. Doing something as simple as eating some really delicious, great food, and being careful about how you're handling the food and how you're preparing your meals. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here for you. Peace to you and have a great day.